Well, hello. I'm out for a practice hike getting ready for the Bibbulmun. It's planning to be something of a gear test, give the legs some work. I'm trying a couple of new things like hiking with bike gloves, fingerless ones. I think I've got almost all the gear I would expect to have on the Bibbulmun in my pack. I'm out at a complex of reserves and parks basically associated with Daisy Hill and Bibbulmun National Parks. Looking like a 31 degrees Celsius day, which isn't ideal, but it's getting hotter later in the week, so I'm getting out while I can. And mostly forest in here, so I'm hoping that all works out fairly well. And I'm going to try things like using the camera as I go. Talk to you in a little while. So I'm into the Bibbulmun circuit portion of the walk at the moment. It's all rather steamy, which was expected today. I'm in a shady, almost rainforesty section of the Bibbulmun circuit at the moment. This is lovely. It's a bit cooler in here with much stronger shade than out in the eucalypty sections, although there's still a lot of eucalypts in here. But it's lots of ferns on the ground. Let's see if I can... There. And quite a lot denser shade. I'm walking around the so-called boggy track at the moment. Thankfully not boggy. There was a moderate sized section running along beside the West Mount Cotton Road, which wasn't too enjoyable, but now I'm basically along the parkland of the fence line of the park and approaching quite a big open hilly field, which is rather pretty. Nice little walk so far, but although I'm sweating somewhat profusely. Having fun. It's a good training walk. I just came across a lovely little goanna coming across the path, and reasonably quiet, but I didn't get close enough for good photos. Tried a couple. I shall see how that goes. Again, I'm still on the boggy track, or boggy loop, or whatever it's called. It's quite pretty so far. Enjoying myself. A fair number of spiders' webs along the way, and a couple of them pretty tough. Anyway, it's all good fun. I've stopped in at the old quarry for a little while for a quick, not really a swim, a soak and a cool off. It's got its good. The temperature's a little bit warmer on the surface than below, but basically just about perfect for what my needs today. It's just coming down really well to get the body temperature down a bit, and it is really beautiful. I don't think it'll be showing well in the camera, but there's a heap of water lily flowers across on the other side of the quarry in the water. I have it to myself today, which I think is a first for me. I don't recall ever being here alone before. It's just really nice. So I'm just going to enjoy that for a while and cool off, and probably have some lunch shortly. I'm into Neville Lorry Reserve now, which is sort of the home stretch. I've done a little bit over 18.5 kilometres at the moment. It's a little bit I've been in this area a few times before, but it's still something of an explore for me. I don't really know the trails well in here, but enjoying myself. It's still hot. I've come across a few cyclists back at the Five Ways, I think it's called, a couple of kilometres back. Everybody getting out and trying to do a bit before the heat later in the worst heat later in the week.